Yeah, something like that. Who are those people?
Shari.
Okay.
iNtwana
Yeah. No, was this work on Shade and Flowetry, no?
Yeah, you can say Jules.
I know you so well, so I know what you like.
Flowetry and who else? Your needs, your there's but my mind is just.
But also, I'm going to speak on that because that's crazy, by the way. But I wanted to mention also so those people, and then yeah, also like why those people, by the way? What do you get from them?
It's the soul within the song that they sing. It's like some people can't tell the truth, but you can tell the truth within the lyrics as a line. It's like you're projecting your whole soul into that music sound. As much as like me, sometimes I get so shy I don't even know how to speak. But if you can put me into a booth whereby like close very young, you feel a certain way, I want to project what I'm feeling, but so that it can be a soul food into your ear. So they just hit you to the core and start making you think reality. Like they start painting pictures that you don't hear, but eventually you see it through your eyes.
That's dope. That's dope. Because I think definitely that aligns to, for me, the music that you are currently making. It's like, like it's just like there's this power in there, and this relativity, like where I hear it, I'm like, damn, like you just put me into a trance. Like I'm in my thoughts, I'm like, damn, okay, cool, like I feel this. So I definitely agree with that, and that's dope. And like modern day, like do you have any like other ones that have kind of evolved with your music, like curiosity, that now you kind of basically you're an artist now. So like now who's like the motivation now, you know?
I'm just fitting where nothing fits in. I'm just vocalist, but the other time they kind of the hip hop I'm flowing into that side. Sure. But in ideas sometimes to twist and turn in goma, in a be irregular song, with the irregular voices or zazi. Ibeke a soul sing person or tula get goma, gospel singer or tula get goma, hip hop.
That's true.
Because sometimes as a music, you can project it, but the yes, but what you can project into your voice, into those lyrics, so the fact that you're or hip hop. Whether a gospel side or soul side or a R&B side, so that's the nicest thing about it. Twist and turn, yeah. Fena no good, yes, of like a spice is a tiller than when you realize when you match the food. It tastes much better, because then it's something different. That's how you do it. Same as in Mkula, how much more you feel so full, like so full.
That's dope. And like before I get to this point of versatility, because that's also dope, and it's crazy that you starting off and already you have like almost 4 different songs. That's crazy. That is crazy. We'll get to that point. I want to get to the point of like Cleo, like dude, to be honest, like you have like a library of music. Like you have like a library. There's no other way to put it. You have a library of music in your mind, and I see you really well when you write notes, and I want to kind of tap into that. I'm sure what those ends up automatically. You don't even know what you're doing. You're just like, let's get it done. What's happening there?
It's like when somebody gives me a sound of a song, projecting what's the reason of the sound? How did you feel at that moment? How would you like it to sound like if I see you? Or so I relate with Ningo and start feeling that feeling of finding lyrics whereby those bars, connecting the painting within Evoice because of project and fully long to at that time when somebody gives you a sound song. Uvesumbuza bana don't kwenza ba faka le beat yabona lo
sure
indoni like where's your head at, because as like you sometimes as singers you can be actors as well yabona lo. That's where you know how to paint the maneuver of your voice and start feeling that emotion. But at that time I was really like I was happy like and the only thing I felt like I want everybody to feel lit Or that is simply I was just heartbroken and I felt like let beat
Sure, yeah.
At that moment I just want to do a beat. I want to now imagine them go R&B, soul singer, gospel singer. If I get you on because in the midst of everything it mix match. R&B you've been broken. Soulful, just to heal the person. The gospel side just to find your feet into black mix emotion and love yourself at the end.
No, I respect that. Cause yeah, that's really dope. Like as single or even as artist, like I think like I never understand when someone says I only do hip hop, for example. Cause I'm like hip hop is a way of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, there's days where you are in spiritual chaos, and a gospel song hits you better. And I'm like that because I grew up now around a family of people who play music. So I understood like there were different times for different things. Like Ndulu after 30 years won't be the same as Ndulu with Sunday Chill. You know what I'm saying? It's like the guys know what to curate, and as an artist, like all I'm doing really is expressing. And that's so dope for me to see. When I was like, damn, like Cleo's getting it early. Like she's getting it early, and the question also would be, is that conscious, or are you just taking every opportunity?
It's conscious, but at the same time, flow where you need to flow to, because it's nice to dip your feet wherever you want to.
Sure.
So that you know that, no, I don't fit there. Okay, I might not fit, but I like what is that part for me. So I could say I'm dipping and diving so that I can find myself. Right now, I can say I'm dived enough.
Yeah.
I've swam all the opportunities that I got, but at the end, it's like I said, mentally, that's where you need to find your feet. When you find your feet, that's where you find your peace. And when you find your peace, that's where you find yourself. So that's what you find even to your sound, and know that, you know what, I fit into this. And no hands down, whether I do hip hop or I do e-com, I know that I'm a soul singer, gospel singer, so R&B singer as well. So, and that was kind of element. But even I do explore.
Facts,
like a young child, keep on saying, no, don't do that, no, do that. But it's when you get burned, that's when you realize, that was not for me. You learn from the mistakes and then you pick yourself
up. Nice, dope. And also, like, I want to touch on how do I introduce the story? But basically, we're recording, right? And we're in the studio, and we didn't have a great session.
Yeah,
we were recording, and I could tell there was a bit of pressure and stuff. And I don't want to give too much detail, but I want you to explain how was that feeling in that session.
Yeah, it was the worst. Firstly, from the morning, I wasn't okay because a lot of people never say the problems, but we wear it. We wear it on our sleeves. It's been hard, not just being a single parent. It's hard, like, just to survive, to make ends meet for your kids. So I'll figure out when this is a safe space and a happy space. Like, you're trying to figure out when I can't be happy knowing that I'm gonna go back at the store, have to face some reality of my life as a guy. So at that moment, we sit in my I was like, I felt like, I don't know. I felt like really crying, like really. I wanted just to give up. Because the moment you feel like you're failing, I felt even I'm failing you. Because I really want to project my vocals the way that you're feeling it, and which is now I wasn't there at that moment.
Yeah.
Although I wanted to, like, really I do, because I wanted it to be something that could make me elevate from what I'm feeling. At least just to be okay. So, I felt back.
Yeah, no, I get you. The reason we lose a little weight is because, like, I think we all go through that shit. I still go through it now. Like, last night, I didn't want to record last night, and then Vooks and them came, and I was just not there. You know,
in my head, sometimes you always think that somebody doesn't feel, because you always have this energy and this happiness. I never thought into my mind, you think exactly. You also have that moment of like, I feel like so well. I feel like running away. I feel like a child is feeding my pants. And I say, hopefully it's always survive a normal. So I never thought like,
Nah, definitely. Because I think it's part of the journey, and it goes back to like, it's like a good and a bad. Like for me, the bad I'd say is that I'm used to it to a point where I'll force myself through it. Like literally, like I'll force myself through it, and most of the time I'm happy afterwards. Like 2 weeks later, I look back, I'm like, thank God I did that. Thank God I forced myself to do that. But at the same time, it's like also trying to find healthier ways to deal with those moments. You know, because when you force yourself, like I was allowed, it's like yeah, and then you just go. You're not healing. You're not stopping that. Actually suppressing it. So now it has to heal somewhere else. Yeah, well, and that's kind of how I feel with music. Is that it's so fast paced, and working with you guys, I'm like, I want to change my approach, because like as a musician before coming to Bridges, it was work. I didn't care if I'm tired.
You're like this.
Yo.
And when you look at me and I'm like, are you really listening to me? Like, are you really okay? Yeah.
Like real talk, it's like finding those breaths in the middle, and also just being around communities that you feel comfortable in, you know. And so I really feel like for me that's also like because I believe life is your own Bible, right? You know,
yes.
You get like John, so when Cleo's is in my life, right? So when I read Cleo's book, I'm like, yo, like that session for me is it's a big lesson for me as an artist. But I say like yes, you're forcing yourself for the outcome, but like take care of yourself first. Like just take care of yourself. Like damn, like we chasing all these things, but creating yourself is more important, right? And I just love the way you, to be honest, like I love the way you're resilient in that moment.
It's like, because the battle is always in your head, nowhere else. It's not even in your heart, your feet, your hands is in your head. The first thing that wakes up in the morning, yes, it might be your body, but your head is always thinking, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to say, this is what you do. Sometimes just keeping quiet and fight the demons that's in your head and tell you that, you know what, I just need to keep quiet. Because sometimes when you're quiet, it's not that you don't know how to speak or you don't want to say something. It's that at that moment you're just finding you. Because you're battling within, not finding your own peace, I say.
Sure.
Because I speak for myself. Sometimes when you're in that moment of happiness with everybody, they're smiling, but in your headspace you're not. So being fake with how you're feeling it's going to ruin you at the end of the day, because you might have fun with the people what they're happy about. You're gonna still feel shit when you go home. So it's nice to be at that moment and not fake your way and just deal with it. Because it's like keeping quiet necessary is like, it's like mostly Kamani will say it's like you and God. But it's you and your spirit as well.
100%.
Talking to yourself back and forward and all those wrong things or all those right side. Trying to find your you at the end of the day. So when I'm resilient sometimes or when I'm quiet, it's not that at that moment I'm yagoa.
Yeah.
Because most love and might go for yagoa. But you know, we are self-check.
Yeah.
Once in a while, it's like if you say something to me, at that moment I'm not saying anything, but I'm trying to find ways whereby I have words whereby to heal you.
Sure.
You want to
That's
or
so
something
cool.
to pull you out there. So.
Yeah. Also, like I feel like a lot of people always speak about like, cause somewhere we're chasing this like age thing, right, and this time thing. I want to get it now. You know, I can't get it later. And I just always know there's two sides to the story, right? And like my hero, young Jase, right, started his career began at 27, if I'm not mistaken. And then my other idol, Tupac, started like way before, right? So I've always had that feeling of time and like comparing myself to him because I love him so much. I'm like, damn, like I'm not on course. You know what I mean? I was still behind, like I'm not in the thing. And then when I heard about it was Jay-Z, I'm like, wait, hold up. Yeah, I'm still on course. Like, so the weird thing, and also like, so I'm bringing that tenfold. Firstly to commend you and say like, because I'm sure like you're not like 21 or 16 where it's like, oh, this dream.
No.
It's like there has to be a two side where you have the dream, but you also have a lot of reality because of how old you are, right? And you're a mother of 3. So I wanted to know like that like I won't say beginning because you've always sang, or let's say the beginning of the musical like business journey of an artist.